Ready? Are we ready? Are we? How y'all feeling, man? Hey, Pretty Petty Tuesday, all up in your area. It's the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752. Tonight, we got a good show for y'all planned tonight. So, what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show is, are you missing out on something? I mean, staying in the house, not going outside. Are you missing out? Are you missing something by staying in? You know, the past few years have been different, very, very different for us. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix something. I gotta fix something. Hold on, y'all. Real quick, real quick. I gotta fix it, and then we'll be good. All right, we straight. We straight there. All right. Get this thing here. All right. Yeah, are you missing out when you're staying in? You know, ever since the pandemic, a lot of people that used to go out a lot don't go out as much. You know, some people this went from being one of those nightlife type of people, one of those people that was always out, one of those people that never liked to stay home. A lot of people have gone from that type of person to like, nah, I'm good. I'm staying in the crib. It's less dangerous here. And you know, when when you're trying to protect your health, preserve your health, or if you've had to witness a lot of people getting hurt or sick out there by running the streets or whatever, because you know the streets are unforgiving, man. They do not lose. The streets never lose. They always come to claim what's theirs, and they leave you with nothing else left. So a lot of people have gone from being the type of person that like to be out all the time, like to hit the streets, maybe like to stand on the corners, maybe like to go to the clubs, maybe was always looking at another flyer, going to go get drinks, you know, hanging out. You may have been part of some kind of club, motorcycle club, car club, truck club, social club, whatever. Many people who used to go out a lot started staying in during when the pandemic hit. And I can't be mad at them for it because it's safer in the crib. Get my set together. It's safer in the crib. But if you've if you have undergone that transformation since 2020 going into 2024, I want to hear from you. You know, what are your reasons for staying in now? And I'm not saying that anything is wrong with staying in. And I imagine that a lot of people who used to stay in a lot even before the pandemic are probably really, really secure and sure that staying in is the thing to do, or the house is the place to be instead of being out in the clubs, being out in the streets, being out there in the world. Man, I mean, unfortunately, man, you know, since the COVID era hit, we've lost a lot of people that we know. You know how it is when you've lost some people and you swear to God that those people should be here. Like there's no reason why such and such shouldn't be here. There's no reason why such and such should be gone. There's no reason why I should be grieving such and such, mourning such and such, missing him and her. I understand how it be. And of course, I don't think that we can live our lives in a vacuum. You can't just hide from the world and never go out, never experience anything, never do anything. But many people were doing so much of that before that maybe they feel like, well, I had my time in the sun. I had my time in the sun and I'm good. I'm good right where I am right now. I don't need to be out there chasing them streets. And if you were the type of person that really used to chase the streets, you understand what I'm talking about. I knew people who used to get cabin fever staying in the crib for a day or two. They was never home. They may have never been home because it was lonely. They may have never been home because there were people there that they didn't like, or people there that they didn't get along very well with, or it may have reminded them of somebody that should have been at the home with them and weren't anymore. There are so many reasons that a person may have never wanted to be out there in the streets. But when you get sick, or if you witness other people getting sick and coming within, inches of their lives or whatever, or you coming within inches of your own life, and you start to really experience what your mortality is all about, it can encourage you to stay in the crib more. But has that happened? Is that what we're talking about in these situations? Is that what we're talking about in these here situations? Are you missing out on anything by staying in the crib, staying in the house? No, we ain't got to go to the movies. We got modern technology. You really don't. You really don't have to go to the movies now. Any movie that's out in the movies, you can watch on your phone, on your TV, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your desktop. You can just order them now. You don't have to go out to the movies. People still like to go to the movies. But I would imagine that a lot of people have not gone to the movies since probably 2020, maybe even 2019. If your biggest concern for not going out was catching COVID. And it doesn't help that, dang, man, this thing is vacuum packed. Okay. It doesn't help that they came out with variant after variant of COVID. So it seems, even though the pandemic is over, people still getting it. Maybe they're not passing away in as larger numbers as they were when the pandemic was in full swing, 2020, 2021, and even a good portion of 2022 before the vaccines or whatever. And I don't even know whether the vaccine is the real reason why we don't have as large numbers of fatalities anymore. I don't know. I can't say that, but something has happened. Something has happened, whether it happened because they said it has to happen, or because it happened naturally, or because of whatever, medical science. I don't know. But I'm always concerned with our psychological health, our mental health. And you can't say that you're healthy if you're afraid to go out, if you're afraid to explore, if you're afraid to deal with other people, if you are becoming a hermit. Now, this whole hermit thing, I ain't mad at nobody who don't want to go out all the time. I mean, what's it to me? What up, Savoy? Build, then destroy. And Kim's whim. That's what I'm talking about. And Kim says, "Oh, I have definitely become a hermit." Wow. Okay. And Savoy says, driving isn't even safe. I used to drive to clear my mind. Now people drive insane, so I stay in. So Savoy, your concern isn't even about sickness. You talking about, how things have changed as far as people's driving habits and the recklessness that people made, the recklessness and the impatience that people may show out there on the road. And if you compound that with not having really good driving skills, yeah, that's a recipe for destruction and 10-car pileups and things like that. Kim says, these streets are no longer for me. I used to be out so much I'd fall asleep in the driveway. I'm good now. Wow. So Kim, what changed it for you? What changed it? What was the catalyst? What was the thing that made you decide, like, nah, ain't nothing out there in them streets for me? And she said, everything. Wow. Stacy White, what's going on? Thanks for coming through, Stacy. Stacy, I appreciate you. Now, that when a lot of people used to hang out, when you get used to hanging out all the time and you're making moves, you're promoting or watching promotions or whatever, however it goes, if you're in the industry, entertainment industry, and at any level, when you don't go out, you can actually sacrifice your bottom line. You can lose money, you can lose contacts, you can lose um alliances. But the word I'm looking for is it's a simple word when we're talking about how networking. You can lose your ability to network. And so when you are used to going out a lot and you don't go out as much, you can easily feel like you're missing something. Like, yo, everybody else is out there getting theirs, making moves, shaking up things and all of that. And I'm in here, being a loser. And I'm not saying that that's the way it really is, but it's easy for you to fall into that type of thinking when you're not going out as much and you're used to going out a lot. Kim says sickness, peopling way too much. People are peopling. People are peopling way too much. I mean, I can understand it. I've always been a homebody. Even when I was doing comedy heavy, I would get on stage. Even if I did, 2 or 3 shows a night, I'd get on stage. And as soon as the show was over, pew, I'm back into the crib. I never really appreciated the nightlife. I've never really appreciated the nightlife. If it was up to somebody like me, everything would happen during the daytime. I ain't even gonna lie. I do not like going out at night. I don't like it. I don't like it. But we know that most events and things like that happen in the evening. People have to work, and the majority of people work during the daytime, so they schedule events for the day. I mean, for the night. Excuse me, for the night. But yeah. For me personally, nah, I like the daytime. So I've never really felt like I was missing out on anything when I was in the crib, when I was at home, when I was cooling out at the shop, at the home base. But I can understand how other people feel differently. I really can understand that. But where do we go from here? What do we do? How do we make this thing make sense to any and all of us? How do we make it make sense? When we talk about, are you missing out on anything? I mean, there are plenty of people who really can't get past thinking that they really are missing out on something because they're not out there in the streets. You get used to what you get used to, and when you're used to being out and about, and just stretching out and reaching out, stretching out, bussing out. Yeah, you get used to that, and when you're not doing that, you kind of feel like you're wasting yourself or wasting away, wasting time. But that pandemic, man, made differences out of people. People started getting different after the pandemic. Especially when we thought that we weren't sure that we couldn't get COVID by touching things, surfaces, and stuff like that. Remember in the beginning of the pandemic, and we wearing gloves and covering up everything, and we just weren't sure of how this virus was contracted or how it was spreading. All we knew is that it was spreading like wildfire, and we were knowing people who got sick, and we were knowing people who didn't make it. And that will weigh heavily on you after a while. Like, what do you mean such and such didn't make it? Well, you ain't trying to repeat whatever took them out of here. So staying in the crib might be the thing to do. But here's the thing. How many people stayed in the crib and still got COVID? I mean, talk about unfair. You stayed in the crib. That was the scariest thing about the whole pandemic when it was going down. I didn't know whether it was real or whether it was Memorex. But I did know that even a lot of people who weren't going out still contracted COVID, still came down with COVID. Sick as dogs, even though they weren't going out. Maybe you only went to one place or two. Well, all I did was go to the market to get some food. Came back and I wasn't feeling right. I was feeling heavy. I was feeling achy. It was like a feeling I never felt before. That was a COVID thing. So you weren't even going out and you still managed to get sick. What's the defense against that? The defense against that probably would be to not only not go out, but not let anybody else come in. That would be a lot of people's response to that. Not only am I not going out, but nobody else is coming in here. If you come in here, you got to be masked up. Shoot. In 2021, I went to go see my daughter. I went up to New York for a surprise visit. I didn't even let them know I was coming. I came up there, I knocked on the door and whatever. They ain't let me in. First of all, they wasn't expecting company or whatever. So they wasn't used to answering the door if they didn't know anybody was coming. And they was like, yo, that looked like Omar. But it couldn't be because he wasn't supposed to come. Anyway, when I got in the crib, when I came in the crib, you know what I mean? It was all love and everything like that. But then after they found out I hadn't been vaccinated at the time, you know, they was ready to be, they threw on masks and stuff like that. So it's real. You can get sick, even deathly ill, and you didn't go nowhere. So your response might be, not only am I not going out, but nobody else is coming in. Y'all out there in the world getting dirty, bringing all that dirty, nasty stuff. Shout out to all of my peoples out there that take off all of their clothes when they come in the crib because they don't want to bring whatever germs, whatever energy, whatever, you know, fibers and whatever from the outside world or from their job home to the crib. A lot of people who work in the medical field feel that way. So, you know, when they go to work, if they're in their clothes all day from work, they'll come right in and take everything off at the door. Throw everything in a washing machine or, you know, basically quarantine their clothes because they don't want to potentially bring home any unwanted viruses or bacteria from wherever they work or wherever they've been or wherever they have gone. Oh, damn, Kim. All right. No, wait. She said, open the lines. Wait a minute. Kim said, signal people. She says, I know how to pivot and I have not had a single problem with it. Okay. She also says it's opened a new world for me to do some things I should have been entertaining a long time ago. Okay. So Boy says there's some people still wearing gloves. I still wear my mask. Too many sick people. See, the thing is, we not on Blog Talk during the week. We only on Blog Talk on the weekends. I mean, I could hook it up, but the way that like it kind of won't work. It kind of won't work. Even though I have an idea of how it could work, maybe even how it should work, but you know. Yeah. After, but see, the thing is, I have two mics now, and I think I would have to test it. So yeah, it ain't gonna be no. We won't be able to open the lines tonight. But I appreciate you wanting to be down. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a good look. But yeah, are you missing out on anything by staying in the house? Are you missing out? Are your friends out there having fun, having a good time, living their best life, turning up, experiencing the best that the world has to offer? While you in the crib, just vegetating, melting down, learning nothing new, experiencing nothing new, just inhale. I doubt it, but I can understand how somebody would feel that way. If you're used to being out in these streets. Kim says, listen, I've had several close calls, but the God I serve made it clear. No, ma'am, sit your ass still. I understand. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Yeah, man, all my hermits, all my homebodies, all my lifetime hermits and homebodies, I want to hear from y'all. And just because you're a homebody or a hermit doesn't mean that you never come out. It probably means more that you are very selective with where you go, when you go, and if you go. You know what I mean? You know that old saying, what they say, black people say, "Who all there?" Which will determine whether you're going to come to this function or not. Who all over there? Yeah. Well, many people who are hermits or homebodies, or maybe even a recluse, maybe those are the things that they want to know, which will make the determination of whether they're going to come out or not. Like, I'm not sure if it's worth it to come out or not. So, and if you don't let me know who there, Kim says, "Yep, who all there?" Just start counting people. Well, Dave over here, and Rashawn, he came through, and I don't know if you remember Shonda. Shonda came over. She here. Oh, she brought her cousin too. Her cousin Tiffany and her cousin Ray. And I know my mom is coming later. My brothers, my sister, and they bringing three of my cousins, and who all over there? Kim says, as in, who there is a repeat offender and didn't learn from being sick? As in, who there is a repeat offender and didn't learn from being sick the first time? I hear you. I really do. Queen Monica Davis, all up in the house. What's going on? She says, I think we don't miss out, but we feel like we do often because of the hype. Oh, the hype. Because of the hype and the social media and what people post and show makes it look like you're missing something. You know what? Queen Monica, from what I see people posting on social media, I really don't look like it. Don't be looking to me like they even having fun. Because I'm like, if you're having fun, how do you have time to be taping it? I ain't never been having no real fun in busy taping something. But I mean, most of the times when I see people dancing and stuff, that I don't even see girls dancing with guys. It's like the girls dancing with other girls and somebody screaming, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." And I'm like, shut your A up. Shut your dumb A up. Dad, y'all ain't having no real fun. You trying to hype it up. Nobody trying to hear that, man. Shout out to everybody on the internet that be yelling, "Hey, hey, hey!" You doing your little dance move. Hey, 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 like you would with like a 5-year-old that just learned how to dance. Ain't all that. Hey, shut your A up. Shut your A up. So I'm just saying, but those could be the people that I see on the internet. Maybe they're not really having fun, or from my point of view, they're not really having fun. Maybe they really are having fun. Maybe. Kim's Williams says, I have a friend who had COVID and spread it to 5 people. Not cool. And spread it to 5 people. 2 were seniors and landed in the hospital. She didn't learn because the same jackass ended up with RSV and Legionnaires. God damn, Legionnaires. What we doing? Spread it to 5 people and they were seniors? Oh, that's a murderer. Well, attempt? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. I don't like the sound of that. That ain't cool. Kim says she damn near lost her life and didn't learn not a single lesson. She had COVID again, and now her ass is always down. And I mean, yeah, the staying in and not caring if you're missing out because of the whole COVID thing. I mean, that's a real thing. I know too many people who have had COVID multiple times. I know people who've had it 2, 3. I think I know one person who had it maybe 4 times. I'm like, yo, that's not the move. I don't understand. By the grace of God, I haven't had that shit. But yeah, to me, it is a valid reason to stay in the crib. It's a more than valid reason to stay in the crib. Like, you ain't got to be out there. But I understand, man. I mean, some people just are outside people. And it's funny because after the pandemic, that's when when people started going out again, or when it started to be safe, when they started to lift the restrictions and switch around the COVID guidelines and stuff like that. And they were saying, like, that's when I started hearing people say, I'm outside. Because remember, we were quarantined a couple of times, so we couldn't by law go outside in a lot of places. Like, no, you ain't outside. There were people still outside, but they wasn't supposed to be outside. And it's funny because the people that were outside were not the ones that I knew that were getting sick. There's the people that were inside getting sick from the people that came from outside. And they probably came from outside and then they probably came from inside, caught it from somebody inside, went outside, and then went back inside and gave it to somebody else. But I'm outside. What y'all trying to do? I'm outside. What's the big thing about being outside? Your mama didn't let you go outside when you was young. What's the big thing about being outside? Kim says her logic is it's not going anywhere. We have to live with it. Tell her I said some people have to live with it, but a whole lot of people have died with it. Tell her I said so if you see her. But you ain't gotta whisper in her ear because I don't want you getting close to her. But let her know. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. And we are talking about, are you missing out? Are you missing out by staying inside? Are you missing out by staying inside? I said, are you missing out by staying inside? I said, are you missing out by staying inside? Can't stay inside. I gotta go outside. When I go outside, I feel kind of better about life. And staying in with my wife is just something that I really don't want to do. I gotta go to the bar, have me a couple of brews. before I get home, cause I can't hear her all up in my dome. She be talking, rapping, complaining, nagging. I can't deal with the pants sagging. She making me to another animal. Feel like I'm about to bust out my granimals. Granimals. Got me feeling like a kid again, cause she be yelling like she my friend. All right. Kim says, I used to be an outside person, but I love Kim more than outside. Ooh. Queen Monica says, yep, that happened to me twice. Ooh. I know people who've had it more than twice. And I don't know, because if you've had it, and don't get me wrong, I don't want this to turn into no COVID show, but don't get me wrong, like I ain't saying that having it twice is not a lot, and I'm not saying that the people who've had it more than once, more than twice, more than whatever. I'm not saying that the reality is that we do have to learn to live with it, but trying to reduce it to what just the flu is, I'm not really going for that. In all my life, in all my years, I never lost one person to the flu. But I go up and down my news feed on social media, and I see this person is gone. This person is gone. This person is gone since 2020, because a lot of my people, a lot of my friends on Facebook, I know for a fact, lost their lives. And you can see their journey on their pages. I'm like, ooh. I don't know if they was outside or inside, but I know when they passed, they was inside. Whether it was inside the hospital, whether it was inside the rehab, whether it was inside the hospice, whether it was inside somewhere, man. Got to be careful. But when you think you're missing out on something, you want to take the chance anyway. Shoot. I don't give a shit. I love being at the crib. Listen, man, the Eagles game was yesterday. I tried to sell the ticket. I couldn't get the shit sold in time. I ain't go anyway. I'm like, man, I ain't going. I don't want to be outside. I want to be in no damn football game on no Christmas. I ain't cool. There ain't no family event. Outside. Now, back in the day, on Christmas Day, we might have went out. We might have actually went outside, went to a club, went to somewhere to show off our new gear. Oh, he got a new coat. Oh, he got a new shirt. Oh, he got new slacks, new outfit. You know what I mean? You go out and shake your ass, get your drink on, and show your new shit. Like, I got my Christmas outfit. Yeah, I'm shining. I got my Christmas threads on. I got my Christmas fit. I got my Christmas fit. Christmas fit. I got this piece from my wife, and I got these from my kids. Yeah, they hooked me up. Yeah, daddy got it hooked up. That's what he did. And I'm going out tonight. I'm getting shine on. You don't have to work tomorrow. Don't get my grind on. Everything is going to be all right. Yeah, I'm shining bright tonight. Kim Williams says, hell, what are we missing? Crazy people losing their shit and shooting, robbing, attacking. Nope. Spreading disease. Nope. Karen's feeling way too comfortable. Nope. My personality, she says, my personality does not play well with foolishness and craziness doing the most. Oh my God, you is taking me there tonight. Man, you must have had a nap today. You are ready. All right. Well, let me ask y'all this though. Now, you know how in all of the years in our younger lives and all of that, the club was popping. We talking about the club. Are clubs back? I don't hear about no clubbing since the pandemic. I don't hear about nobody talking about, oh yeah, this spot downtown and this spot over here. Yeah, they jumping over there on these nights. Are clubs back? Did the pandemic kill the club? When they make music videos nowadays, do they be in the club? You know, not just the strip club, because I figured, you know, niggas always gonna find a way to, you know, get to the naked girls. But regular clubs where you turn up, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? What's up? Kim says clubs are open. That's it. I don't know. I have not heard about no clubs in this city. I couldn't even tell you what clubs exist in this city anymore. You know, did they have to start all over? Because they couldn't do anything during the pandemic. At least for a year and a half, they couldn't really have no club atmosphere. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Wasn't possible. Kim says many are now brunch spots. Wow. Brunch. That's what we're doing. Brunch. All right. Brunch spots. Sheesh. Well, I'll be damn. All right, we're gonna do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 26th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECC. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECC. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECC. They get number one out the box, Andre Coleman, turning 63 years old today, and also None Your Business, Say Less, turning 52 years old today, and Keisha Hudson, happy birthday to you, and Olivia Arias Lucio, turning 43 years old today, and Angela Elmore, happy birthday to you, and Emma Proud Mom Long, happy birthday to you, and Tisha T. Bailey, turning 53 years old today, and Leslie D. Hester, happy birthday to you, and Rosalind Alderman, turning 46 years old today, and Lorenzo Rivers, turning 55 years old today, and Tavion McGrath, turning 40 years old today, and Angela A.K. King, happy birthday to you, and Kathleen Marie McIntyre, turning 40 years old today. And I would say no relation, but she actually is a relation. I've never met her, but I know that we are directly related. So happy birthday to you, cuz. My man, going all the way back to the 1991, my man Brian Wilkerson, turning 46 years old today. And last but not least, my man Tony Grant. My man Tony Grant used to be the RA. He was the RA, you know, when you live in the dorms in college or whatever, you have a resident assistant. This is my man Tony Grant. I used to be like, Grant! My man. That's my dude. Smart guy, good guy. Happy birthday to you, my brother. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious December 26th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, outside, 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 outside. We're going outside, 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 outside. We're going outside because we can't stay inside. We got to get out of here. We got to ride. If you're ready, yo, load up the car, get ready, start, because we're going to do this, going kind of far. Yo, we got a little spot on the other side of town, and we can rock it all night if you're down. knocking down some chicks, knocking down some shots, and you ready to give it all you got, kid. Yo, and I'm ready to do. I'm going outside with you. Outside with you. Outside with you. What up, y'all? All right. All right. So, I mean, you know, it's a choice. It's a choice that you can open. I mean, it's a choice that you can make for yourself. It's a choice that you can decide for yourself. Decide for yourself. I mean, the world did finally open all the way back up. So, like restaurants, movies, amusement parks. Matter of fact, let's see. Me and Yanni went to we went to Great Adventure. What was that? 2020. What was it? I think it was, I'm gonna say 2021. It wasn't 2022. We went 2021 with the Great Event. Yeah, because we were still definitely wearing masks at the time. 2021, 2022. It wasn't 2022. It was not 2022. Anyway, love is love, baby. And we gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. All right, man. You know, going out to eat, going out to the movies, going out to dance, going out to shows, going out for live entertainment. Do what you got to do, but do it responsibly, do it carefully, and do it with your health in mind. You know what I mean? This body, this shell, you only get one. You only get one, baby. All right, man. Listen, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Get It show right around this time. You know, somewhere between like 11:30, 11:30, 12. If we lucky, we will do it from 11 to 11:30. I don't know. You know, somewhere in that space we'll be there. All right. So we gonna get on up out of here. And I want y'all to feel better this year, better than last year. Next year, that be your year. I'm going to support you because you're my dear. All right, y'all. So, get up out of here. I'm holla at y'all. Peace. And I mean, peacey peace.